This is Christmas in July, y'all. Hey, 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 we finally got something.
There should be a Halloween in October.
There is a Halloween in October. In August, a Halloween in August. That would actually be cool. And there's another seasonal. It's not here now. It was. There was a seasonal thing. Okay, anyway, we're live finally. I mean, we've been live, but we've had technical difficulties. But welcome to my Simulation Saturday, and we're taking a break from Hotel Renovator. We're not quite ready to swing back around to House Flipper 2. I don't think I'm ever doing Taxi Life again. That was treacherous and boring. I'll probably do it again, knowing me. But we will probably do Garden or something. I don't know. If you in the chat at the end of this, if you're here, I will go over, you can speak your voice or you catch this video over on YouTube and put a comment under it on what you want to see me do next Saturday. Let's get into this. It's been long enough. Technical difficulties. I was late getting back from the store, and then it wouldn't let me do it cloud gaming because I didn't have it quite installed on this system. So then I had to reinstall it. I had to sync it twice. Let's get into this because they gave us Santa's Workshop. If you're a Hallmark or Lifetime lover, you know Christmas in July is in full swing on those channels. Why not mine? So let's do this. This free Santa's Workshop 2023 update we got. Thank goodness there's someone on Santa's list who's really good at power washing and keeping secrets. It's exactly what we need right now. As you can probably gather, Santa's Workshop has seen better days every day before yesterday. In fact, since yesterday, it's become coated in a mixture of soot and the gloopiest, stickiest, most delicious mess ever. With only one sleep left till Christmas, lies, it's July, and still so much to do, we need our very own Christmas miracle. Well, I'm here. I'm here, people. God, I haven't played this in forever, but this is what launched my obsession with simulation games. So, wow, okay, this is really, okay, wow, this is gross. Okay, we'll start with the doorway. Ah, memories. It was Christmas Eve, a night we look forward to for a special reason. Oh, this is nice. I forgot how nice this game was. And honestly, Hotel Renovator has become another obsession for me because the game, you can catch those streams over on my YouTube channel too. There's a link on my Twitch, but it's Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru. Same picture with the tragedy and comedy masks. It's been a hoot. That game is very interesting. It's the night that our inventor, Ivor Nidia, pitches next year's star toy to Santa. However, this year, Ivor was told to carry them through to Santa's office in a big box to stop any peeks. And I didn't get the last part, but I'm pretty sure something exploded. So they got like the biggest, baddest, goopiest, grossest peek they could. Unless it was a potluck that ended in an elf food fight. I don't know. But my God, thank goodness I'm doing it now in July, so he has plenty of time to get it up and running before, Christmas. I mean, he already has to compete with Black Friday. I mean, what else can the guy really do? He's got to make his living. And if I don't get it clean, he's really, really not going to be living much. I mean, paycheck to paycheck, maybe? Maybe he can get a loan with the elves. I don't know. Alright, Santa's boots. Are they not separate? Or am I just not? I forgot how to crouch. I remembered how to crouch. So this was off to a really, really bad start. And I'm just really, really glad I finally got to get on here and do this. As I didn't stream X Defiant last night, I will be probably doing that Monday during like the day. But I will be doing A Little to the Left tomorrow. A Little to the Left, which is just an organizational skill puzzle game. real peaceful. I figured if I'm doing Simulation Saturday, I might as well do like a simple Sunday, you know? I mean, you know, we're getting ready for Star Wars Outlaws. Getting ready for me to stream a really big game, and I hope people want to see it. I would like to, you know, have people excited for that because it's Star Wars and it's open world and it's Ubisoft. It's everything I love. Huh?
Your cam.
Oh, my camera is not on. Well, there's another issue. It just keeps stacking and stacking.
He sounds calm, folks, but he's not.
I'm holding it together pretty well, I'd say. All right, let me get this camera working, or if it doesn't work, I might throw it out the flipping window. All right, let's see. Why is it not on? Why is it not on? That's the question. Why? Okay, wait. Where do I go? People, I am lost. And I just noticed I literally am watching and doing my stream, and I didn't notice I wasn't on there. It's been a day. It's been a day. I'm gonna blame the heat. Manage webcam. Oh, it isn't. There's my blue light. Let me see if I pop up on screen here. There I am. All right, everybody. We are finally 100% in functionality mode. We're functioning. And we're trying not to show you my angry gamer side. That's why I play these games from time to time. But anyway, what I was saying, now that I'm on screen, like, wow, this has been something. Star Wars Outlaws, you know, open world Ubisoft Star Wars game. That'll be the big one that I'm gonna stream. Coming up in August. And I'm hoping I get more people interested in that one, because I was doing Avatar, like I did the first night, the release, and I just didn't get any feedback. Like, not even like the people who watched the initial one on YouTube gave me any comments, so I didn't really bother with that. Because if I'm going to play a big open world game that's going to take like a month or two on stream to do, like I did RoboCop, which is not open world, it's semi-open world, RoboCop Rogue City, and unfortunately, that one is no longer on here or no longer on YouTube because I had a depressive moment where I started to just give up on things. But so maybe down the road I'll restream that one and we'll see if we can actually collect all the evidences, because I missed some and it's still bothering me to this very day. Maybe we'll do like a 1-year anniversary of the first stream I ever did, which was RoboCop Rogue City. So that sounds like a good plan. But basically, no one really gave an interest in me doing... Hello, Moose. Nice to see you here. As always. But yes, I did the Avatar thing one night and just I got no feedback, so I'm hoping Star Wars Outlaws gets some feedback and people want to see me play it. Other than that, I'm gonna keep with X Defiant, keep my simulation, you know, weekends, my satisfying game weekends. But I will be doing a lot of Star Wars. And it's open world, so we're in it for the long haul, people. That is, if that's what you want. So, otherwise I could just do it by myself. I haven't even started playing Avatar again, so, you know, time is of the essence and I have no time. So I have no essence. Like, I'm so worried these shoes are just not getting clean. Very compulsive with this game. I can never remember what dings and what doesn't ding. Like, I know there's grime on these hooks and shirts. Sorry about that. And now we're having body issues. It's been a day. It's been a hoot. It's been a holler. And I can say that as sarcastically as you can imagine. I had $90 for cleaning an elf hat. I need to come work here more often. It's a lot more than I get paid where I work. This game is so satisfying. I don't even, like, I watched Markiplier play it, which is why I'm playing a little to the left tomorrow. It's because one of my favorite YouTubers played it. And, yeah, thanks, Mark. Taking away hours of my life now. but watching him play this game is what got me to want to play it, and then playing this game actually became an obsession with simulation games, much like the one that my wife is obsessed with is The Sims. I am not, because I thought it'd be cool when the city thing came out to get an apartment. And I ended up with rats, roaches, and a landlord that thought she was my live-in wife. I don't know what she thought, but she wouldn't go away. She was not my good lady wife. You are my good lady wife. And if no one gets that reference, then we can't be friends, because that's what we do in the shadows over on Hulu, which is a fantastic show that we need to start watching again. We never make it past season 2, my good lady wife. Right now we're watching, what is it, Them and The Boys over on Amazon, and both of them are really good. The Boys started off slow, but it started picking up. But we're on the second season of Them, and that the first and second season of that show, oh man. I hope it doesn't slow down. Like, it starts with a bang and a boom, and it just keeps going. Snap, crackle, pop, kaboom. It doesn't let up for a second. So if you are like me, an entertainment buff or guru, or just someone who really likes TV shows and movies, and you have Amazon Prime or are looking to get it, I am going to suggest Them. Season 1 and 2, obviously. It's an anthology series, so they're not connected. It's kind of like, I would say more of an African-American influenced American Horror Story. And with that said, the first season, based in the 50s, is really, really hard to watch. It is, they're like, they do a good job of explaining in the most horrific ways that history should never repeat itself. Ever. Never repeat itself. Then the second one is in like 1991, when there was the Rodney King thing happening with the police beatdown.
92 is the LA riots. I wonder if that's going to be.
And yeah, that's a good question. And so it deals a lot with like this detective, and she's, you know, an African American woman, so she's got it rough on two ends in 1991. But there's this entity out there doing some evil stuff. The first one was like a haunted house kind of entity thing that was doing some evil stuff. Along with like, I mean, there's several plot lines. There's like a dude losing his mind in season 2. The first one dealt with obviously the racism problems. It dealt with like kind of like what I would assume would be a serial killer. But no spoilers. I mean, those are just all plot lines that are gonna pop up when you watch it. I'm not gonna say any more besides they're spectacular shows and they're well done. And The Boys, well, you gotta have a stomach for that. If you didn't like Game of Thrones, you ain't gonna like The Boys. But it's very political. The whole what if, it's on its season 4, that whole what if superheroes were real and how the world would handle it and how politics would play into it. And they do a good job at all of that. For a graphic novel becoming a TV show, Amazon really nailed it. But you gotta have a stomach for it. I mean, it has everything in it. Blood, gore, language, violence, male and female nakedness from all angles. And I'm talking frontal and behind and everything. But it is a good show. It is a really good show. It's very, very political. But you got to have a stomach for those things. You got to watch. You know, you can't go into that not knowing what to expect. Especially, you know, some later episodes. How do I do the attachments? Oh, there. Oh, no. Oh, I actually. But no, I need to go into my menu. That's what I wanted, because I wanted the big ol' Prime Vista Pro extra long extension. I'm just playing around at this point. Like you know, you gotta find the one that works for you, you know? I always thought green was pretty good. Green works. I am not gonna be able to like clean this entire workshop. It's bigger than I thought. Like, I may have to actually come back and finish this one next week. We may have to make this a two-parter. How cool would that be? To get two parts, 2 episodes, 2 live streams, 2 YouTube videos. Well, I'll probably break this into shorter videos because it's power washing. But some good content out of like one free update from a game. Like, could you imagine if AAA games were like this, where they were just like, oh, here's a lot of free content, and the DLC is cheap too. Like, I'm actually excited. They have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I love Alice in Wonderland. I always have. So I might, when I have the spare change, get that and add this into the rotation of simulation Saturdays. I mean, it deserves to be there because, for one, it's a good simulation game, and for two, it's what got everything started. So I can't give the developers enough credit for making this game, and I can't give Markiplier over on YouTube enough credit for showing me this game, for showing the world this game, along with other streamers and YouTubers who I have not watched. But I know it became a hit, like, and it's weird because it's just power washing, but you know, it takes you back to when you were a kid and you were playing with the hose. I never power washed, but I would pretend I was a firefighter. But I don't know, something just peaceful about it. You're getting stuff clean. There's always like really funny messages and cute messages and all that. And I couldn't even finish that last message, and I apologize. I think I was reading too slow. I was trying to be a character while reading it and read it too slow. Started reading it too late too, honestly. Because that's one of those things where I was into the zone into power washing, and that's why I keep trying to talk, because if I don't talk, this is going to be the most boring stream, because I'm just going to be sitting here with a look on my face of satisfaction, and you're going to hear nothing but the water and the dings as I clean. Alright, so this is awesome. Hey, we got that all clean. I'm glad. I'm going in no particular order here, and it's starting to really make me mad that I'm not going in an order, because, you know, there's stuff to be done, and you need to do them in a particular order. Or I'm going to be looking at the list later trying to figure out what I missed and where that is that I missed it. I think I'm just going to start making sure that I don't leave anything behind, per se. I need to make sure those gigantic Christmas balls are washed and done here in a minute. Now this is actually, I don't know. When I first saw the update, I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool, and I made sure that, I should have made sure that it was all installed along with the game, but I did not. So, but I should have ensured that it was ready to go, because I was like, I'll play that later, and then I just thought to myself, you know what? This would be a pretty cool thing to do with it being July. It's Christmas in July. Just like all those little, weird, lovey-dovey channels do. Everything's a romantic comedy, and it's always played in July, and they call it Christmas in July. So now we're streaming in July. We're streaming Christmas in July on my channel. How do you pick the ladder up again? Did it just tell me? Yeah, it did. I like that the ladder just kind of snaps in place, too. I mean, did it? No. Oh, there it goes. I like how I got excited. I got kind of like excited and accidentally sprayed the hose. I'm done with the ladder now. Move. Am I stuck? I'm stuck. Oh, I can jump. I forgot I could jump. Why are these balls not done yet? And bulbs? They're called bulbs, right? Why are these ornaments not done? See, I can just say ornaments and all as well. I feel like I need a smaller attachment, but I just don't want to have to put one on. Ah, the red one is done. The green one is done. Alright. Get all this goopy goop off. Goopy goop. I just want to know what the secret toy was, or whatever it was that went and exploded, because it is a goopy goop mess. Like, it's a very... Like, why is it green? Like, that's one of my questions, is why is it green? Do we know why it's green? Do we want to know why it's green? I mean, should we know why it's green? And am I focusing too much on the colors of what it is? So, even though we were off to a bad start, this has been really, really neat, really fun already. A lot of work to be done, though. A lot of work to be done. Can't lie on that. A lot of work to be done. I don't even know if I got all these lights. I really don't. I guess I did not. No, I did not. Okay, so let's get it. There we go. Look at that. Cruising along nicely, people. Cruising along nicely. No. I really wish I could just, like, have a bigger hose. Like an ultra mega hose, like an ultra, you know, like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the ultra mega chicken. Arise, chicken, arise. I wish I could summon the ultra mega washer for, like, the purpose of getting all of this quicker. Stupid bird. Always has to join in on the streams. Always has to chat. That is Cordelitas Bird. No, I don't just call him Bird. Bird is his last name. His first name is Cordelitas. Yeah, so Cordelitas Bird. Maybe his middle name should be Loudmouth. Cordelitas Loudmouth Bird. He is named after a character on the Netflix show Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. So, you know, if you ever hear a bird, that's who it is. That's my little co-host. He's definitely the co-host with the most, too, because he does not shut up. I believe he thinks it's his stream, you know? Oh my, I made myself dizzy. Wait a minute, where else am I missing? Whoa, I don't like that. Where am I missing? Oh. Oh, there we go. Ask and you shall receive, right? Ask and you shall receive. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is nice. This is very nice. But yes, I didn't X-Defiant last night, but I will be X-Defianting tomorrow, or Monday. As, I will be back at it Friday, but I was just tired. I had a lot going on yesterday. So I did not do a whole X-Defiant thing. But I will do it Monday, and I will do it again next Friday. Tomorrow we are doing A Little to the Left, which is just an organizational skill puzzle game. Another peaceful day on the weekend on the countdown to playing Star Wars Outlaws. Yep. Gotta get these presents clean, you know. You can't deliver them like that. Like, seriously. Could you imagine, since it's July and how hot it is? Well, they're in the North Pole, but could you imagine just sitting there till, you know, December with all this crud on it, and then he just gives it to a kid? How bad that present would smell? Like, that'd be just gross. That would be terrible. Really terrible. That's why I'm here. I'm here to be of service, to come to the rescue of these poor kids and their presents. I like how he's got all the clocks and the time zones and the map. That's really nice. That's really cool. I think that is really cool. I did not think this was going to be this big. I'm definitely going to get two gameplays out of this one. Oof. Jump. Get in there. Get in everywhere you can. Get in. Ooh-wee. House is hot. I'm sweating. Definitely do not feel like I'm in the North Pole right now, for sure. Not at all. I, for one, do not like being hot. It just irritates me. To no means irritates me. Oh look, it's snowing. I wish that was the weather now. I wish it truly was Christmas in July. Bring that cool weather with you. Oh, I would love it. I'd love it so much. I'm so sick of sweating. Oh, I'd go out there and just lay in it. Oh, I would just lay in it and I just wouldn't care. I would lose a few limbs to fright boss? To frostbite. I would lose a few limbs and fingers and whatnot to frostbite at this point because I'm that hot. So seeing the snow outside the window is not helping. Right now it's kind of like an insult, a slap in the face. I have to deal with actual July, and it's a hot July. And wow. Everyone was hard at work. Are you still telling me the story there? Like, okay. That's what I like about this game, is just random messages that continue, like, the weirdness. Bangs was testing the durability of their rocket ships on the ceiling, whilst Mullet was fine-tuning the high notes of the xylophones. Across the way, High-Top Fade had made some planes with precision engineering. Whilst Pompadour, I couldn't even finish that because I got stuck on Pompadour. Do you realize his elf's names are named after hairstyles? Did you? I wonder if they actually have those hairstyles, and that's why Santa was like, you know what your name is? High Crossfade. I wonder if there was a mullet. I wonder if Mullet was running around. And if there's a ponytail. Part down the middle. Afro. Dreads. Cornrow. Bald. Just saying. Man, wouldn't it be cool if there was like a punk rock elf and he had a mohawk and his name was just Mohawk? That'd be cool. If I was an elf, I would be long-haired. Okay, I would just be called Longhair. Considering this Santa in this Powerwash universe is really not, clever enough to actually name his elves anything decent. Or maybe he's one of those people who hates his elves, so he just gives them ridiculous names based on their hair. Like, would the head elf with the biggest pompadour be called Pompadourus Maximus? This makes you wonder. It really does. Like, I like free DLC and all, but like, the names are like, what? I would like to work on DLC for this game. If I knew what I was doing, or at least pitch ideas to the people that do know what they're doing. Santa's Workshop's pretty cool. Pretty big, too. I mean, wow. I thought there was another seasonal one that was like, it looked like a cruise ship, and for some reason it showed up. I'll maybe have to go look for it. But it showed up, and that'd be a good one to do because it is summertime. This I just thought was funny because my mother likes to watch like Lifetime, Hallmark, Christmas in July, romantic, rom-coms, and loves Christmas, loves it to death. And I definitely got that idea from having to sit and watch those movies sometimes when there was nothing better to do, and that's all she had on the TV. Not a one of them was good, at least not in my mind. And I love movies, but yeah, I can watch a sci-fi movie with really bad CG and acting over watching a Hallmark rom-com, which is just full of bad acting and romantic tropes and not even that much comedy. So Hopefully my little Christmas in July isn't as bad as some of those. Sorry, Mom, just telling you how I feel. She's usually watching these things, but just in case she catches it later on YouTube, I gotta say sorry, or who knows the wrath I might feel even at 38 years old. You don't mess with the woman's rom-coms. Especially the Christmas ones. Although, I have to say thank you and credit her for giving me the idea for Christmas in July. And obviously the developers who were like, oh yeah, it is July. And people do say that the whole Christmas in July saying, and we're going to give away free DLC. Hey, it gave me free content. I got my stream going now. I'll put it up on YouTube in parts. And yeah. It will be done. It will be said. And Santa's workshop will be clean. I'm just wondering how much of it I am actually missing that I'm gonna have to go back and do later. Like, that part worries me. Yeah, that part really worries me. Worries me a lot, actually. Just for the fact that I don't know. And here I am getting way ahead of myself again. Because I'm like making a loop around the room, like I'm circling the room, like I'm flanking on X Defiant. Like, my goodness gracious. Like, I don't want to miss nothing, but at the same time, like, see, that was an itty-bitty present I didn't even know I had washed any of it. Apparently I had enough to ding. Powerwash Simulator. Dun, 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 dun. I love this game. Again, I blame it for my simulation obsession, which I did find out that I can through Game Pass, which I guess I'll have to install it since I found that out tonight. That Flight Simulator is on there. So I mean, that's always an option for me too, is Flight Simulator. Hopefully I don't crash into any, cliffs or mountains, trees or buildings, or, try to land and completely, flip the plane over or something. So I don't know how, like, realistic it is, but I've heard Flight Simulator is very fun and very, very realistic, and, like, I can't even fly in Battlefield, so let's just pre-warn everyone that I'm probably not going to be good if I do that one. I'm probably going to, have some emergency landings, some crash landings, probably never a good landing, and I don't even know if I'll ever be able to figure out how to take off, but hey. And there's also, like, Farming Simulator, which I've tried those before because I was a big Stardew fan, which is also another thing I could do, is start a Stardew Valley gameplay thing again. And, go through a new save file. But the Farming Simulator games are just, I feel like they're way too simulation and not enough game. Like, they are difficult. And for some reason, I don't think that even a simulation game where you're trying to be like, oh, it's realistic, I don't think it should be difficult. There shouldn't be like a huge learning curve at all to be able to, just grow crops and take care of animals. But for some reason, Farming Simulator takes itself way too seriously. But I'm just looking, and if anyone knows of any simulation games, whether you're in the chat or you're watching here on YouTube, or, like I said, if you're in the chat here on Twitch, or you're just re-watching on Twitch, head on over to YouTube and hit me up with a comment and just, let me know if you want to see me play other simulators like Farm Simulator. I'm already playing House Flipper 2, Hotel Renovator. Taxi Life Simulator. Just the name puts me to sleep. But I am also going to be playing a garden. There's a couple garden simulators I want to play that I have bought, downloaded, and have installed. Got those for the wife, and now I'm guessing I'm going to try them here on my streams. But yeah, and then of course we all know that like what was it? Project Coaster or something has like #2 coming, and Project Zoo. If I have the money, I really want to get Project Zoo. I want to get the big edition because I gotta have all the animals. I gotta have all the stuff, and what we could do those. What that might take some time to save up for with everything else I got going on. But if you know of any like relatively cheap, fun simulators, let me know. Or like ones on Game Pass or whatever. Or if you want to see me play, Flight Simulator or anything like that. Which if we're gonna do Flight Simulator, I suggest all you pack your parachutes and your barf bags and everything like that. Because yeah, it's not gonna be pretty. Like, at all. Yeah, there's still so much gunk on this tree. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it all. Like, I don't know what happened, but if the guy would actually let me read what he's trying to text me, I might actually figure it out. Put that ladder in the worst possible place. Hey, it says it's there. Okay, now it's not. Thankfully, oh, it's so hot. Basically, the thing that, if I could say that I don't like about this one, is sometimes how meticulous you gotta be about finding some of the dirt. But on the same note, like you saw there, I had plenty of dirt, and it let me get away with it by just getting most of it. So even though it's really hard to find the dirt sometimes, it is definitely... Oh, I just walked under that ladder. Oh gosh, bad luck. That's bad juju. But yeah, and the note that it's hard to find a lot of the dirt and stuff. It is also very easy at points because it doesn't make you get all the dirt, like all the grime, all the time, just to be able to count something as washed, which I like. And then sometimes you do have to, it does want you to at least try to get some of the hidden dirt. Like that, but like, it didn't make me. And then like this. But it doesn't make me get like all of it. Like, I know that little bit I skipped. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the game is fun. The game is really fun. And I just thought it would be something a little different from the norm, from the usual. Why is that present not done yet? Oh. Aha, see, I'm trying to say, it doesn't make you be, crazily OCD about things, and then, it tries to prove me otherwise. Get in there. power wash it up. I think I actually got all these presents. I hope I got all these presents and I did it okay, because if not, I don't know. I'm gonna just have to do it later. Dude, you know what'd be a good one? And I think somebody said they came out with a mobile, or maybe it was like one of those ads that you get when you're on apps, like, you know, TikTok, or you're watching YouTube Shorts, or editing on CapCut or whatever, these really weird ads for phone games. I think they made one, but carpet washing, where the people get like the really nasty carpets and then wash them and repurpose them. That would be amazing. I'm not even kidding. I guess there's another one that I could do on Game Pass, but I don't know. I think House Flipper 2 kind of has it covered, but Lawn Mowing Simulator. But yeah, I mean, anyone in chat can always suggest anything. Anyone on YouTube, comment down below. Like, I always try to do a couple weeks of something and then move on to another, and we'll just circle around. We'll just keep going through the library. We won't let anything get too stale, get too old, nothing like that. We will always progress to another game and circle back around to the one we started with. I'm always open for suggestions, always open for, you know, letting me know, hey, you know, you were doing House Flipper 2, let's go back to that, or hey, we thought you being driven crazy by Taxi Life Simulator was fun. Let's go do that again. And then I will reluctantly do so for you people. Not for my own benefit, unless I really am having a hard time falling asleep. That game was, I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but I think it's a little too realistic. To the point where you almost feel like you're actually working and then you're actually driving in real life, and it's bad. It's terrible. Like, even people complain that, you know, like, oh, there's a bug on the window, or there's a smudge over here, or I'm hot, I'm cold, and it's like, I just want to drive from point A to point B. Like, where's the remake of Crazy Taxi already? That would be a good one. Is this desk done? I don't know if it is or not, honestly. I didn't see anything on the actual desk, but I'm not sure if the desk is done. Keep looking. Nope, I don't, yeah, see that was, I'm glad I looked, because the underside of there it goes, okay. But see, I still got so much. I got the ceiling to do too, and it's like, no, I don't want to do the ceiling. I got an idea. You guys do the ceiling. Again, I'm not doing anything in any order again, and that's really, I think I really gotta quit doing that. Ladder. There's so many places on a ladder where dirt could hide. Workbench mat clean. Step ladder clean, okay. Not really sure what I should do next. I guess I could continue, like, going up the stairs. Even like right here, there's a rug on the stairs, and all I'm thinking of is like that nasty, dirty, black water that comes out when they like clean the rugs. How nice it looks afterwards, and how like Just how satisfying that would be to do on a video game. I mean, I watch the videos and they're satisfying, and I really couldn't tell you why. They irritate my wife because she's like, just get a new rug. You know, but there's got to be something said for the people that can literally take these things where it looks like they pulled it out of a dump or some sort of hole in the freaking ground, like some sort of I don't know what sinkhole that opened up in a garbage dump and sucked all the garbage down, including the rugs, and make them come out looking like they just went to the store and bought it. Like, that I think would be a hit amongst people. I really do, because power washing were those videos too at one point where you were watching people power wash, and for some reason it was satisfying watching wash away the dirt. And these people, these developers were like, hey, here's a thought. And they made this lovely game here, and it's wonderful. Hopefully Santa will be okay with me. You know, with the work that I'm doing. And no. Oops. Oh, I can actually put it. There we go. I know I'm pushing the like wrong buttons and everything. And okay, so stubby grip. There we go. Gotta get that stubby grip for all the close things that you need to get. Dang, go stubby grip. Oh. That stubby grip is really getting it done right now. See if I just can't. There we go. Yeah, from over on this side. This is awesome. I mean, Pete, you know, you might be like, oh my gosh, this is not awesome, but, you know, there's a lot of me right now that, you know, just a lot in me right now that's enjoying this. And again, I could not tell you why I enjoy this. But when I heard it was coming to console, I was like, okay, cool, because I just don't have a PC. I've never been really a PC playing kind of guy. I was never, you know, well off enough to have a PC that could play game, you know, that could really run games in. So I always got, you know, consoles. I've had an Atari, a Super Nintendo, or no, I take that back. I had an Atari, I had a Sega Genesis, I had a Nintendo 64, a PlayStation 2, a Xbox, a 360, a One and S, a PlayStation 4, and I'm looking to get my PS5, but that's just for Spider-Man 2. Because, you know, they didn't include it on the PS4, which would have been nice. I mean, you know. I think I at one point had the Sega handheld too. I can't remember what it was called. So if anyone's in, you know, chat knew what that was called, that thing was nice. Hey mom, yeah, this is the game that started my entire obsession with simulation games. Powerwash Simulator. And this is kind of an idea I got from you and your Hallmark channel and your any other channel that does the rom-coms and says, "Ooh, it's Christmas in July," because they gave us a free DLC in July, and it just happens to be Santa's Workshop. So they wanted Christmas in July, and I remembered all the you know, lovey-dovey rom-coms that were based in Christmas that played in July, and thought, well, why not do Christmas in July for myself? um, but yeah, Santa's Workshop. This game has a lot of cool places that needed power washed. I just want to know what they were doing or what exploded, or like, it hasn't started telling me the story again, but apparently they were having a party on Christmas Eve, and it got a little gunky and sticky and icky. Not really sure what happened or why the elves are named after hairstyles. I don't know. I don't really... I mean, how would you like to be Santa and one of them get in trouble and you have to be like, Pompadour? What are you doing? I mean, I don't know, honestly, why he would name them after hairstyles. But to each their own. Gotta get that maximum reach. The Nutcracker has been cleaned, yes. It has been cleaned. This game, I mean, like, there's times that I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna do a section. And then, like, 2 hours later, you're still... You've done the project you said you were gonna do, finished the entire place, not just one section, and you've moved on. And I think they now added the Back to the Future car and content from that. I think I'm cleaning Lara Croft's mansion from Tomb Raider. And then they got the Alice in Wonderland DLC that came out that I wouldn't mind getting. It doesn't seem like it's that badly priced. So I might have to do that and go through that with everybody. And then, of course, SpongeBob SquarePants. I had to buy that one and clean Bikini Bottom, and I don't think I'm done with the Mermalair yet. I don't, there's so much there in the Mermalair to actually clean that I got overwhelmed. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I got overwhelmed and quit cleaning the Mermalair. And the Krabby Patty car was a little bit difficult too when it got to the engine parts. There's a lot of little hidden nooks and crannies in an engine. Oh look, another Nutcracker. Buried behind soot. I did not know that was a Nutcracker until I sprayed it. I guess they're guarding this door. Which reminds me, of them, like, they're guarding this door, that new movie with The Rock and Chris Evans, the guy who played Captain America. That what is it? Big Red One. Red One. I really want to see that. We haven't had like a good Christmas movie that, like, in a while. Like last year we got, like, what, Thanksgiving, and it was a good horror movie. It was really good. It was really unique. But we didn't get a lot of, like, Christmas stuff. And I think this year the one I'm excited for, besides Red One, which Red One seems really cool because, you know, Santa Claus is missing and The Rock has to go jump into action with Chris Evans. Looks like a really funny comedy. Plus it has Krampus. I love Krampus. The good old German folklore guy to keep German kids from being naughty and getting on the naughty list. But the one I'm excited for is Terrifier 3. Of all things, you're like, that's not a Christmas movie. Well, it is, because Santa art is coming to clown around. And that is going to be a good one. I hope, anyway, that it'll be a good one. But Red 1 looks very good, very wholesome, very funny, and I want to see it. And I love The Rock, always have. Big wrestling fan. Big wrestling fan. And of course, I love Chris Evans because who doesn't like the guy who played Captain Flippin' America? I mean, it's Captain America. But yeah, I love Christmas. I love Christmas and Halloween, I think. I know, like, you know, lately I've been a little down around Christmas. And I've kind of just been like, whatever, it's Christmas. But deep down, I think I really do like it. You know, and Halloween, which makes sense because I do like Nightmare Before Christmas too, and that's kind of both. That's both Christmas and Halloween, so. Yeah, this was a neat little, and like I said, I wish it was, you know, snowing outside instead of the heat wave we got. Like, cleaning that window earlier and seeing that snow. Whew, I wish I could jump into some snow right now. It's hot. It's hot. Gave the air conditioner that was in here to our child because they were suffering. And now I've got a fan that does the bare minimum. And now I'm suffering. But, you know, air conditioners, like anything these days, like nothing is cheap. Maybe I should ask for an air conditioner for Christmas. Maybe Santa, maybe for cleaning the workshop, he'll drop me by. He'll actually do Christmas in July for me and drop me by a good old air conditioner. Yeah, a clean sign is always a good sign. If you can't read the sign. Yeah, I Red 1 is definitely one that I want to see too. It looks really good. And then we're already at Gabe's where I work, getting in Christmas stuff, and there's so many little like not just Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, but there's the like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation stuff, and then Elf. There's a lot of Elf stuff, and there's a cup that I want that that would be nice for drinking like hot chocolate out of it. It just says. Santa's here, and I'm like, that's just such a great part. It's such a great part of the movie. I fell, so I might as well just spray some more of this. I still am very glad that I'm getting these presents because if they sat like this from January, or July to December, they would stink. At least I would assume they'd stink. Oh, thank you, my child. Brought me a Dr. Pepper. Just the prescription from the doctor I was looking for. Now, as I said I was going to do a little to the left tomorrow, next payday I have to get my wonderful teenager Game Pass as well because I'm not the only one who got obsessed with that after watching one playthrough of it. So I might have to see where they are. I love you too. Compared to where I am after my next stream tomorrow. An organizational game, puzzle organization game. So I mean, it looks fun. And then of course Monday I will make up what I missed yesterday, which was X Defiant. A good old first-person shooter that Mama don't like. And then, you know, like I said, we'll circle back around. Some House Flipper 2, some Hotel Hotel Renovator. Anyway. And then, like I said, I could do Flight Simulator because it's free on Game Pass. I have a couple garden games that I could do. Stardew Valley. Everybody loves Stardew Valley, right? And that is technically a farming simulator. I could do The Sims. I could. But I will not live in an apartment because of the roaches, the mice, and the landlord that just refuses to, like, stop living with me after she got rid of the rodents. Oh, and I didn't mention the neighbors fighting all the time, so my Sim would lay down to go to sleep, and then he'd wake up and be all frustrated and cursing in that Sim language, like, and stomping around, and it just wasn't good. Not a good experience. Haven't played The Sims since, and that was like what the first DLC that came out that I bought my wife, I believe, was the city one, and I haven't played since. And that game is like 5 or 6 years old now. I felt so jaded by that. Yeah, I know. Definitely know what you like. Um, Honestly, you and Dad should get just like the S. It's the cheaper of the two Xboxes. Um, you don't need nothing high quality for these simulation games, you know. Um, you know, I could see you just coming home from your health home care job you do, and just power washing for a little bit, you know. Game Pass. It's well, it was 15 a month, then it was 17. Now they're raising it to 20. So I don't know what these companies expect from hardworking people. Like when they jack the prices up too much, uh, I feel like they're gonna wonder why people quit playing. But yeah, it's again, like a lot of these games are cheap too, like to buy and install too. Um, and a lot of this one, like the DLCs, which are like add-ons, they're free. Like this one was just given to us for free for. I'm guessing they wanted to celebrate Christmas in July too. But yeah, these are very peaceful games. I remember the days when we used to golf. We used to play the golf game back when it was still Tiger Woods. Before before his little scandal, and now it's PGA Tour, which is also on Game Pass. If you have, which is EA, but it's part of Game Pass now. And I remember those days. Like, I was always getting my butt kicked too, like both by my mom and dad. Couldn't putt to save my life. Like, you could have had a weapon in your hand, pointing it at me, saying, "You got to make this putt, or it's over, buddy." And I would not make that putt. I just could never putt on those games. Probably still can't. Probably still can't. But I remember those good old days. I still don't do good with technical stuff. Um, maybe that's what I should do for Christmas. And if I can get time, or like, when taxes are here, maybe, I don't know. When I get time to actually come down, I could get y'all hooked up. I'd do that for you. I would do that for you. It's Dad that I could see getting frustrated with. Or being like me on like this game, where it's like he's so close, he's that close to getting the job done. You know how he's a perfectionist and he's very prideful. He would be hours just looking straight. Where's the spot? Where is it? I could see my dad doing that. I think I get a lot of the OCD and the wanting to always work hard from him, and it's like, it's not a bad trait to get from your parents, that's for sure. And you always worked hard too. You guys definitely, but I turned out having the most OCD about some of these games. Like, I just feel like that was Dad. Got to do a job well done, and when it's well done, it's like I judge the bug guy that comes into my apartment. Hi, Top Fade suspected a fault on one of their planes and was about to give it a test flight when Ivor, finally a name, well, maybe he has a Viking haircut, I don't know, came skipping into the workshop carrying their box of secrets. Distracted, High Top Fade launched their plane across the room, where in a 1 in a million shot, it wedged itself deep into the mechanism of the present wrapping machine. Well, thank God it wasn't an elf that got caught in that. Would have came out looking like Cindy Lou Who on the Grinch. I just realized you were improperly packaged, my dear. Love that movie. Love Jim Carrey. Love Jim Carrey. Really interested in the Netflix documentary about him where he played Andy Kaufman on Man on the Moon. He got really, really into being a method actor on that one, and there's probably some stuff I don't want to know about. Because people, after seeing that and everything, are coming out saying he's a jerk and blah, blah, blah. Method acting can go deep. I mean, Heath Ledger was one of those few that when he wanted to get into the mind of the Joker, we lost him. We lost him. Like, I think, some people... I think Jared Leto turned into a jerk method acting. I think Jack Nicholson has been known to, when he steps into that role of really committing to a role, gets a little weird. Yeah, over the top, but it's got like I was saying before I got all into everything else. I judge the bug guy or the pest guy that comes into my house, into my apartment, because I know how it should be done, because I've heard it from my father for so long, because he was with the Ecolab company for years and years. And like, I know this guy, he's in and out and he barely like sprays, and I'm just like thinking in my head, my dad would be like, what are you doing? Get back in there. Do it right. Like, it's crazy. Like, the things you pick up from your parents, Oh my, why is this wall not done yet? I want this wall to be done. Or maybe I have to do the entire wall. That would stink. Let me get I like the high top fade. Like, I'm still waiting for him to say mullet, or bald, or afro, or cornrow, or long hair. I think Ivor is the long hair one, because think about it. Vikings had some long hair, from what is depicted anyway. I mean, a lot of people back in those days had long hair. Which makes me wonder, especially with like the candy stripes on the candy canes, when was the first person that was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut hair. Like, who just, like, one day decided, like, let's say back in the biblical days or something, walking down the street, looks over, sees Jesus. He's like, you know what? A lot of people here have that hairstyle, but what if we could do a different hairstyle? Like, who was the first barber and when? Like, I just, it's like, it makes you think. Like, who was like, I'm going to cut hair and shave? But not myself, other people. That's weird when you think about, like, professions and stuff. Like, how and when did they start? And those are the things I think about. I really do have a thought process, but I'm one of the people who is very curious. I have watched an entire documentary on the history of the toilet. I'm not joking. And at one point, the Romans were like, here's aqueducts. Everything will float. It all floats down here, Georgie. And then us in America were like, nah, we're going to still do it in a hole in a shack called an outhouse and just cover it up. Like, the sewer system was there, and we backtracked before creating the sewer system that is now. Like, I don't know. It's funny, but yeah, everything floats down here, Georgie. And when I think about that, I know he means balloons and souls and everything, but Pennywise must have seen a lot of stuff floating, if you get my drift. Enough toilet humor. Dad jokes got him for days. I'm stuck on this ladder. Okay. Let's see. Time is it? I was late to this. It's almost 11. I'll go a little past 11 because of all the issues I had. Because I was running to get cat food and some stuff for my child and my wife, and they had everything we needed at Dollar General except for eardrops for said wife. And so then I walked into Walgreens and I'm like, okay, I'll be like 20, 30 minutes late. Then I got here. realized I didn't have it installed, and was like, oh, I'll just play it on, the cloud on Xbox Gaming. I'll just stream it and stream it. You can't double stream. So after all that, after it like synced my game and everything, which took forever, it told me you cannot stream this. So then I had to install the game so that it would be able to be streamed. And so yeah, I was having a night. And then my camera wasn't on. My camera turned off. $80 camera, and it likes to just not work. And it's like every time I'm done, I put it back in the drawer. But at least we were streaming, but I wasn't being seen. I was just being heard. The opposite of what they used to say children needed to do. Oh yeah, true. That again makes me wonder, who was the first person to be like, you know what? Let's get dangerous and start cutting hair. Like, it's so funny when you think about it. Like, and like I said, there's also Lawnmower Simulator. Who was the first person to be like, you know what? I've built this. I've done a thing. It's something that cuts grass. Like, I just want to know all these inventors, like back in the day, like Edison and oh, come on, I know more than that. Edison, and I can't think of his name, Ben Franklin, all those things, all those people, the inventors and stuff, like, and you hear the stories about how they came up with things and how dangerous it was back then to do, science and experiments and stuff, and it's like, back in the day, or, I don't think I would have wanted to mess with electric. I don't think I would have wanted to, like, even the phone, it's like, it was kind of the first device, because everyone's like, oh, everyone today is always on their phone, and always on the internet, and always at home watching TV. Nobody does anything anymore. Well, think about it, the phone was kind of the first step in that direction, because you're not going to the market now to talk to your friends and everyone else that you see at the market on the daily. Some people would just be like, I'm going to the market, go out there just to socialize, window shop or shop. Or, I'm going to go to a stroll and go on over to Betty's house and we're going to chat it up. Once the phone was invented, I'm going to give them a call. Like, it's just, and then you got all the way to today with these, like, video games. Like, it's crazy. And the AI, like, I hate AI. Yeah, that was a game that I was playing because it's free on Game Pass. My Cardinals were winning quite a bit. I was kicking butt, just like they do. I just, keeping up with all those games they play, 182 games a year or something. Couldn't do it. couldn't do it. Which is weird. I don't watch sports like my parents do, like baseball and stuff, but I will play the video games. But yes, go Cardinals. Go Cardinals. My child used to love Yadier Molina when he was the catcher of the Cardinals, and I thought that was the cutest thing. As she would watch the stuff with my parents, and Yachty was her favorite. They grow up way too quick. Now it's all TikTok and YouTube and crankiness and turning their room into a disco party with all those LED lights, which I have to hang more up because the other ones finally blew out. They got more for their birthday, so I'm gonna have to go in there and hang up all those lights again so they can disco party away. But back then when she was little, man, she'd sit and watch baseball and love her Yachty, love her Molina. But yeah, man. And then, like that, America's favorite pastime. Who invented hitting a ball with a stick? Like, back in, like, the poorer, like, areas or the ghettos or whatever, like, it's always depicted, like, stickball. Like, Who thought of that? Who thought of it? And who was like, you know what? We're gonna call each section an inning, and it's gonna have 2 parts. There's gonna be 9 of them. Like, it makes you wonder, like, so much. And back to the whole AI thing. I was on my bus to work today, and he had the radio on. AI can now be sarcastic with you. I just gotta look at these self-driving cars and these AI, things. And which some of the AI is funny, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, sorry, Arnold Schwarzenegger, singing over the rainbow, kind of funny, or SpongeBob and Squidward singing a Metallica song, or Cartman singing anything really. Everybody does Cartman from South Park, but has anyone seen Terminator? Like, does anybody realize the machines rose up in that movie? Like, are we headed to Judgment Day? Like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I see the good side of technology and evolution, and I see the bad side of it. And to me, I may watch way too many movies, but I really don't want to face a Terminator. Rummy, that's a game I never got the hang of. I never got the hang of dice either, but Uno, like I could kick all y'all's butts in Uno. But okay, tell Dad that I love him and all that good stuff, and I miss him, and I miss you, and love you, and tell him I'm rooting for you, not him. Alright, but I love you. Have a good night. I'm getting off here shortly, and I will go to bed. Well, I won't go to bed. I won't go until 10 a.m. I'm going to stay up and live it up a little. And I'm going to say that in 10 minutes after I stream, I'll be in this chair snoozing. Like father, like son. Ugh. I love you too, and I will be on again same time tomorrow night. 8 a.m. or 8 a.m. No, I'll be at work. Or I'll be getting up for work. 9 p.m. my time, so 8 p.m. your time tomorrow, doing that real like simple kind of puzzle organization game. So you can always pop in and see what that one's like, since they're kind of right up your alley. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. I miss you both. Thanks for jumping in. Every little bit of help really counts a lot when trying to make it on these platforms. So thank you, and I love you. And again, tell Dad he's gonna lose. Alright, good night, Mom. Whew, and I'm so hot. I might be saying goodbye to y'all here in a minute and sitting in front of the fan in my skivvies. Or going into the bedroom and standing in front of the air conditioner in my skivvies. Neighbor gonna be looking at me like, what is going on? I'll be like, I'm hot. It's a dry heat. I don't even know what a dry heat is. I just remember that joke from the guy with all the puppets. Oh, there, I got that part of the wall done, or ceiling done, thankfully. Jeff Dunham, there we go. For being somebody who's so in love with entertainment, sometimes I do forget who I'm trying to talk about. I definitely miss you too, Mom. Like, more than anyone knows. Like, right now I'm in the North Pole on this game. But I've been away from home for three and a half years, and even being an adult who's almost 40, it still stings once in a while. But I got a decent job. It's not a job that I would say I love, but I like, and I'm trying to make the best of like Twitch and YouTube and TikTok and all that on the side hustles. Like I said, it's hard to get going on these platforms, but my goal is to, I don't think I could ever stop working. Like, I know some of these people, this is all they do. They just stream, and they got partnerships and sponsorships and ad revenue, and it's taken them a long time to get there. But like I couldn't do that. I would have to at least go out and get a part-time job. Definitely would have to go out and get a part-time job because right now with a full-time job it's really hard. Like I'm supposed to be reviewing Eminem's new album, The Death of Slim Shady, but when I came home there was some stuff going on and it kind of slipped my mind that I was even going to record that. And then I go back to work full-time tomorrow. So I may just do it tomorrow. And then Monday I got to pick a winner. So if you're in the chat or you are watching this sometime, it'll probably be uploaded tomorrow. So sometime Sunday, July 14th. That'll be tomorrow. Then make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube. If you make sure it didn't unsubscribe you if you were subscribed, or go ahead and subscribe, because all it's really going to do besides help me is give you a chance to win a $25 gift card. I got a Discord, we can get a hold of each other. It's not a scam. I've done it before around Christmas. And I had 150 subscribers, and I just thought, hey, why not give away $50? 25 to one person, 25 to another. Gift card of your choosing. I forgot to look tonight. Well, I'll go to Dollar General tomorrow again and look and see what they got as far as $25 gift cards. I know Gabe's doesn't have any unless you want a Gabe's gift card, which I don't know. There's 120 locations in 14 states. So if you're in the U.S. and everything, then that is always something you could look into, is if you are around a Gabe's. It's kind of a cool store. It's like a second-hand store. Like I've found shirts from Spencer's, Hot Topic, Spirit Halloween, stuff from Sam's Club, Walmart, and Kroger. So it's kind of like the last stop before things are just like not sold anymore, I think. Like everything's still new, but it's stuff that maybe the other places clearanced out, or they just got new stock in, like some, like, I guess shoes and stuff where like the new version of it came in, or hoodies, because like I got a pair of Zoo Yorks. Now if you don't know what Zoo Yorks are, you're not a skateboarder, but to me they're really back in my day anyway. I used to wear audio and everything, and I remember seeing Zoo York at a store called Glick's. They had like a skate section, and let me tell you, these shoes, not cheap, like 50, 60 bucks, like a pair. I got mine and my lunch because they had a coupon where it was like 5 off of 25. For like the shoes were $21.99 or something like that, $22.99. Anyway, I got it all for less than the price of the shoes. So it's kind of dangerous living. Well, I mean, I do feel like I live there, not as much as Rite Aid. Oh my God, I pulled so many doubles there. I probably could have put a room up in above the store in the storage area, and been fine just living there. But definitely a dangerous place for me to work because they have so many unique things. I found like a Chucky thing there. I got it. Today I found some bowls on clearance because this family likes to break bowls. I broke one last night. I broke one last week. And then we needed steak knives and silverware. I found that, and then I bought my necessities. I even found, like, I didn't even know the store had toilet paper. Got some TP. Got my wife and I before Christmas cup, and I'm loaded on batteries for all this video gaming I'm doing, and it's a really cool store. It's kind of dangerous. And then right across from where the Gabe's I work at, right across from there, they're putting in a Michael's, and I'm like, okay, that's going to be really dangerous because they have a lot of cool stuff. It's like a craft store plus, because they do go all out for like Christmas and Halloween, And they got their villages and their decorations and their lights and their, But other than that, it's mainly a craft store, but that in itself could be dangerous because I know my wife and kid want to both get back into scrapbooking. So that'll be fun. But I am getting hot, so I'm gonna assume this is the good old what do you call it? Present wrapping machine. I'm gonna try to get this done, and then we will end this stream. Right where we are. And like I said, this might be a 2 or 3 parter. And this is bigger than I thought. Way bigger than I thought. So it's for some reason I can't get that off the floor. Maybe that's just the glow of the fireplace, maybe? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, because it's there without me pushing the button. Okay. Yeah, but I kind of think that this is the good old. What is this, like a log you sit on? Yeah, okay, so like at a cabin kind of thing. Got that. I would love to get the whole machine done real quick here. Woo, I'm sweating through my shirt. Woo! Is anyone else, either in chat or if you're watching this later on YouTube, is anyone else experiencing like the heat wave here and not liking it? Because woof. Tell you what, I am not liking it at all. Like, at all. I mean, like I said, it's hot. Very, very hot. Oh my goodness. Like, just trying to get this machine done before I quit. This machine's like huge though. I was gonna say, usually the little parts of it are also like their own thing. And it's before I could even say that, it dinged, which was awesome. Yep, there's another ding. Means we're getting it little by little, which is always good. Let me go to the old snub nose, the stubby one, and get up in here. Yeah. Do a little bit of bunny hopping, which is what I don't like on X Defiant or any other first-person shooter. I think bunny hopping is ridiculous. You know what I mean. I'm sure some of you know what I mean. But then again, like I said, I'm more of a real life kind of, like you're not gonna bunny hop when you're trying to take someone down, and you're not gonna protect yourself by bunny hopping. Probably gonna hurt yourself by bunny hopping and pulling the trigger. Then it's gonna leave you wide open. I mean, you don't go into police academy and the first thing they say is, hey, we're gonna teach you the best move out there, bunny hopping. It'll save your life someday. No, they're going to teach you the right way to do things, give you a vest, and tell you to, hopefully nothing will ever happen to you. Hopefully you're in an area where nothing does ever really happen. But these people are the real heroes. Firemen, policemen. And they definitely do not bunny hop. Neither do the military, like the other big old heroes, people that protect this country. We do not bunny hop. course, on that note, I'm sure they don't slide either, and I do a lot of the sliding. But I don't like do it, I don't know, you'll see. If you join me Monday, or you have seen me play before, you will definitely see that I do play X-Defiant quite differently. I do play first-person shooters quite differently from everyone else. Because like I said, I take more of a realistic approach to it. And I mean, that's not what everybody wants, but it's how I play. It's how I do, and how I'm gonna continue to do for quite a while. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna get this whole thing done because, I mean, I'm sweating and I'm hot. And I need to go into the bedroom and cool down. I wish it was Christmas in July because then it wouldn't be quite so hot. Like, oof. The present wrapping machine immediately seized up. Oh, he's telling the story again. Blowing the soot, and it sent coal pallets flying in all directions. It really does sound terrible. All of us immediately realized what we needed that we needed to do something. The only problem was that nobody knew what that thing was. Except Ivor. And that was it. Like, I guess we're not gonna find out tonight. This time around. Oh, come on, get up there. I just want to be done with this machine so that I can be done with done with the machine, done with the stream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Yep. Still don't even know. If I'm getting... There's that. Come on, where are you? Where's the dirt? Where's the grime? Let me get it, let me shine. Sweat is just getting worse. Starting to affect my nose. Like I'm trying to get the floor right in front of it too, just so I'm not missing anything. I believe I still am missing stuff, yep. really don't. I don't really know what else I can do. Because I know there's like... Whew. Oh my, okay, so the machine's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Because it has all of this to it too. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I believe like we're gonna leave this till next time. So let's just get this picture or whatever it is done. So that we have something else done before we quit here. I know I got the picture done. Like, see, I told you it's addicting and it's hard to quit. Get this other picture. But I also know I've got to use the restroom, so we're gonna go ahead and just clean this picture up real nice. Get the frame real nice, get the other frame real nice, and then we are Audi 5000. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get this frame all nice and clean here. Boom, alright, well, I'm burning up. We are going to go back to the menu. Oh, we are in the menu. How do I save? Can I save? I forgot if I could or couldn't. Hang on. Save. Well, I thought I could save. Hang on, I know it does things by itself, so if I were to go to menu and then well, anyway, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and exit out of this, but we do have, let's see real quick, we do have it says there's new on career. I'm not really sure. There's bonus jobs. There's new bonus jobs like the Muckingham Files Part 2, Part 1, odd jobs. There's some new free play that I need to check out. There's specials like Back to the Future, which is nice. So I'm going to have to buy that one. I'm going to have to finish the Bikini Bottom one. Seasonal specials, obviously. Alice in Wonderland is new. Midgar, which is like apparently free. Midgar was is Final Fantasy VII, so we might have to do that. Plenty to do, plenty to see. But right now I got to go because I gotta, well, pee. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. But yeah, thanks for joining me for Powerwash Simulator Christmas in July. Next Saturday we will hit this up again. And we will finish Santa's Workshop for this whole Christmas in July thing that, you know, they gave us and that I'm doing for you. Tomorrow we will do A Little to the Left. Monday and next Friday will both be X Defiant because I have to make up for yesterday. But thank you for joining me. As always, I'm Mr. Boo Guru here on Twitch and over on TikTok, and Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru over on YouTube. And until next time, keep gaming. I know I will. And I will see you next time.